Hey, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marisa, but Noelle calls me Pete.
I do.
And welcome back to
Take It Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh my God.
Another week.
Another day.
And we're back.
Another dollar holler. Okay.
I don't know, you guys.
Shall we just start with our...
Getting right into it. Sippy of the weeky. Sippy of the weeky. It's a good one today.
It's really freaking good.
Yay! Okay,
Yay.
So what we have here, and it's a little mixed up already, but this is a creamy cherry limeade. So, how I achieved this, I had some cherries. I made a little like cherry syrup on the stove. So I put some cherries into a pot, boiled it with some water and sugar, kind of let it reduce into like a syrup. Then I used a fine mesh strainer and I strained all of the flesh of the fruit. So I was just left with the syrup. And then I had heavy whipping cream. I just whipped it, added some of the cherry syrup into it with some salt. And that's what made the cream. And then I put the remaining cherry syrup at the bottom, filled the rest with limeade, topped it with our creamy cherry thing.
And now it's a fun little pink drink.
And now it's really cute.
And it's so
And
yummy.
It's very yummy.
One thing about us is we love creaminess.
I do love creaminess. Makes everything better. Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty good.
It's like so good.
Well, that's the sip.
Yep.
Successful little sip. And
It's really good.
yeah,
Highly recommend drinking that.
I love
and
like a
making
creamy
that.
juice, creamy fruity thing. Those have been all of our best.
Yes, all of the ones that are our favorites are like a fruity, a little bit tangy, but then some creaminess too.
The amount of times you've said those exact words on this podcast.
What, fruity, tangy, and creamy?
Creamy, tanginess, and then what you say tangy.
Tanginess.
Like you pronounce the G. You guys, do
Tangy.
you pronounce the G in tang? Because I say tangy.
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 I like don't even know how to do that with
Tangy. I'm like, is that
Tangy.
a Midwest thing?
Tangy.
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 What's another word like that?
Tangy.
You say tangy.
Do you say mountain or mountain?
Mountain.
Me too.
Mountain. But what's another word with a G like that?
Tangy.
Tangy.
Orangutan. Dude, these fucking fishing poles I have in here.
And
they
Noelle
gonna
has
sell?
two giant ass fishing poles.
I want them to sell.
They're huge.
I'm
That she
selling
took
them.
from an apartment. It's a long story.
That sounds like I went into someone's home and stole them. No. Our neighbors moved out like months ago. They left fishing poles behind. I'm selling them. They're nice fishing poles. I don't know what else to do with them.
What, did you like list them on anything yet?
Facebook Marketplace.
You did?
A couple people messaged me about them, but
How much are you selling them for?
I'm selling it for $3.50 as a pair.
Okay.
I might need to lower the price because not a lot of people want them right now.
Did you like look up the brand and like?
Yeah,
are they
they're nice. They're like
What do they retail for?
$280 per pole.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So like I'm giving I'm giving a good little
That's
discount.
a good little deal.
Ew, I feel like I sound so weird. Like okay, whatever.
Anyway.
Smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week, smile of the week. I actually don't know what mine is.
Neither do I.
Great.
Okay, so give us a moment.
My smile is that this past Saturday evening, me and Pete and Reese, if you guys don't remember, Reese is the nickname of Sarah Park, one of our besties. She was on an episode doing Moving and Grooving. Go back and listen to it.
It's a good one.
It is a really good one. She's the best. But Sarah and I's schedules have not been aligning the past few months. She's out of town most weekends, and the weekends she's in New York City, I'm out of town, and I've just had some stuff come up, and yeah, it's been hard for us to hang out. So we were like, okay, June 27th, we will do something. And originally we had all talked about going out and partying, but then all three of us didn't really feel like it. Thank God.
Well, yeah, I texted like a long time ago, and I was like, I really want to have a girls' night out soon. So that's how we all landed on the one day that we're all free. Is like, it was like a month from the time that I texted. But
wait, should we go out this Saturday? Do you work Sunday? No.
On July 4th?
Yeah, on the 4th of July.
Maybe. I want to do something.
Because I don't work the next day either.
Well, maybe we should.
Okay.
I haven't gone out in so long. I'm like going to a bar.
I know. I'm like, how do I talk to people?
Like, I kind of want to remember that I'm like
cute and fun and hot.
A cute young lady. Ew.
Dude, ew. I don't like that you called yourself a young lady. But like, it's true.
I kind of did it like
as a
ironically,
joke.
But
we are cute young ladies.
I'm a cute and young, awesome person.
Yes. And you don't need to go to a bar to know that.
But sometimes you need to go to a bar to know that.
Honestly, I'm just kidding.
You definitely don't.
You don't need to, but yeah, anyway, I think it could be fun.
Your smile.
My smile is that we had such a nice night in. We made food. I brought some pasta and pesto back from Italy from a market that I went to one day. So we had really good pasta.
Yum.
Sarah made a tart.
It was so
and it was so good, and she left the whole thing with us.
It was a blueberry cornmeal tart.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was just like a perfect blend, like sweet, obviously, but like savory, tangy, creamy, tangy.
But it was really good. And oh yeah, and then the next day, Pete and I realized we had so much dessert. Because I got cupcakes from one of my food tours. I got cheesecakes from another food tour. And then we also had this tart. So we made ourselves a dessert platter while we watched Love Island.
Oh, that was a great night.
It was a good night. But yeah, we watched a movie, ate good food, and it was just really fun having a night in on a Saturday. But maybe this Saturday,
maybe we go out.
We'll be silly. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll decide to be silly. For once.
Yeah.
No, we're always silly, but we haven't gone out in a while.
And we used to do that so much.
And we were so silly when we'd go out. Should we go to Union Pool? Why am
I like my past?
Why do I feel like we're too old for it now? Like, I feel like I'm gonna walk in and it's gonna be a bunch of 25-year-olds. I'm gonna be like
25.
Oh.
Please. We're only 28. I don't know. People always say, like, when you're 28, you feel, like, so old. And then, like, you're, like, 29, 30, and you realize, like, I'm still so young.
I do feel old nowadays.
Same.
It's weird.
Same. Moi smoil is that I poached salmon for the first time.
Yes!
I've never...
No, but that's cool.
I've made it in the air fryer. I've baked it. I've made it on the stove. I've never poached it before.
How did you poach it? Like,
So,
what is poaching?
It was the easiest, most delicious way to do it, because this is what I did. I took a can of coconut milk, like the kind you cook with, like the full fat coconut milk, put it in a pan, added some lime zest and juice, and like salt and pepper and miso and basil. And I let that like come to a simmer, like not vigorously boiling, but like, you know, and then you just put your salmon fillets in there face down, and then you cover it, and it takes like 12 minutes, and it's cooked, but it's like so flavorful and juicy.
I'm Googling
and flaky.
Definition of poaching.
It's like, it's kind of like steaming.
Okay.
But it's,
I know, like, okay, well, this is definitely not what I'm talking about. Poaching generally refers to the illegal hunting, capturing, or harvesting of wild animals or plants.
No.
Cooking. Cooking food by submerging it in a simmering liquid, like water, broth, or wine, kept at a low temperature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a poached egg is when you crack an egg into boiling water.
I used to poach eggs a lot.
Yeah. So I did that, but with salmon, but in coconut milk. And it wasn't like fully submerged, but you know.
Yummy.
But I was like, why haven't I been doing this all along? Because the salmon absorbs all of the juices from the liquids it's sitting in, and then it's also just like, it was just so like not dry, you know. It just was great, and it was so easy.
Wait, I'm gonna
So
start
easy.
poaching things.
I might poach my salmon from here on out.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my smile. Such a random one today.
That is a random smile, but I love that. You poached your salmon.
Poached my salmon. Mon, salmon, 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 salmon. Mon, salmon, 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 salmon. Salmon, salmon, salmon. Salmon, salmon. Salmon, salmon. Salmon, salmon. Salmon.
Salmon.
Just so you know, that's something that Noelle and I sing frequently around the house.
It is. It actually is, yes.
It's just become a thing. Also, I think like pijon.
Pijon. Yes, that's what I call my phone sometimes. Pijon.
Pijon.
Pijon, pijon. Pijon, pijon. Pijon.
What are we talking about today?
Okay, well,
We're kind of doing a Love Island episode, but if you don't watch Love Island, don't fret.
don't
Because
fret.
we're going to take examples from the show. Because this season is crazy.
This scene is not seen. This season is pissing me off.
The men in this season, I don't know.
Freaking.
But basically, we're going to debrief in a more general sense about these men in the villa and their toxic patterns and behaviors. And I don't know. We're going to see where it goes. But we both love Love Island,
We do.
like, passionately. And
It's so good.
it's so good. And it's been kind of consuming. The men on this season are maybe the worst ever.
Honestly, maybe. Because there's multiple of them.
Yeah, because, I mean, usually there's always one guy at least where you're like, he sucks. But this season, it's like
Multiple.
There's like two guys, two that I like out of lots.
Bryce
Bryce and Dylan.
Oh yeah, Dylan.
Oh, and Carl. So there's three.
Oh, what about what's his name? Caleb.
Oh, Caleb is fine. I'm like, Caleb's
They
just
don't
kind of
really
there.
show him that much.
I don't even know where to begin.
I don't know. I'm like, should we talk about Casey? Should we talk about Sincere? Should we talk about Court? Like, okay, I guess let's start with Casey. Casey comes on the show. Remember the first episode? I loved him. I thought he was hilarious. Now looking back, I think some of the things I thought were hilarious about him are a little fishy. He wasn't chosen. The first night, everyone had just met each other. They were just kind of coupling up. And Casey was not chosen by any of the girls. And to this day, he still brings it up all the time. He's like, I wasn't chosen. And the girls were like, we didn't know you. Like, calm down. Now he's been chosen. He did a complete 180. I thought he was really funny. The reason why he chose the option that was like, what do you choose? Dogs, cats, or plants? And he was the only one in the entire villa that chose plants. And he was like, I don't even really like plants. I just did that to be different. I thought that was hilarious the day up. Now looking back, I'm like, interesting. Not very genuine of you to just choose plants if you don't even like plants just because you want to seem different. But he ended up coupling up with this girl, Anaya, who's amazing, beautiful, smart, and he just gave her false hope. He was reassuring her. He was being very sweet, it seemed like, to her for a while.
Yeah. He was just very like a sweet, funny, normal guy and this good connection. They honestly didn't show him a lot. He wasn't getting a lot of screen time. He was just kind of there. And then he turned into like a major villain.
He turned into a monster. Also, looking back, one thing that I didn't love about him, but I kind of let slide. This is why you never let things slide, ladies.
Red flags are red flags.
Red flags are red flags. Do you remember when he was asking Anaya, like, what do you look for in a man? And she said she really likes chivalry. Like, she wants a man who wants to open the door for her, like do all those things. And he was kind of weird about it. Do you remember that?
I don't.
Which is fine. Also, to each their own. We are in a day and age where you can love whoever you want to love, be whoever you want to be. And if you are a straight woman dating a straight man and you don't like him holding the door open for you and stuff, whatever. That's fine. But I personally like that. I like chivalry. There's different kinds of men, I feel like, who don't like chivalry. It's either like the feminists who are like, women are strong and powerful. They can do what they want.
But that's anti-feminist.
You think?
Yes, because why are you making that decision?
That's also
like,
true.
I don't think men can have an opinion on that, to be honest.
Fair.
Like, I think that being a feminist as a man is about, I don't know, supporting what each individual woman wants. Like,
yeah.
Why are you able to say, I'm not going to hold the door open for you because women are strong? And like, you don't know. That's stupid.
That's also so
like,
true.
But like, maybe that's some people's mindset. But
maybe
that's not real feminism,
or
in my opinion.
Men thinking like, oh, like I don't want to step on her toes and seem like she can't do things herself. But then there's a side of men that are like the meninists who are like, fuck, like if women, like, why do I have to hold the door open for a woman? Why can't she hold it open for me? Like, men are like, whatever, just like feminist haters who don't understand that women are oppressed and blah, blah, blah. And I feel like at first I kind of thought maybe Casey is like super woke. I mean, this conversation still rubs me the wrong way, but now I'm just like, okay, so he's a woman hater, it seems like.
Well, so what ended up happening is, if you don't know Love Island, halfway through the experience, there's this thing called Casa Amor, where
crazy.
Either, like every other season, it flips. So either the girls leave and go to a different villa, or the guys leave and go to a different villa. This year it was the guys. So the guys left, went to a different house, and they get to meet all these new women. And then back at the original villa, new men come in. So both, sides have the same experience, just one leaves, one stays. And it's the ultimate test, like after you've built a connection for however many weeks. I think like 3 weeks and it happens, but keep in mind these people are in there for 24/7, nothing else to do. Like, you can get really close to someone, I feel like, in that amount of time, especially when the intention of being there is to like find love and whatever. So it's the ultimate test. Like, how are you going to act when the person you've built a connection with isn't there to tell you what to do, that you can't explore? There's there's temptation in front of you, or like, are you going to be lustful, or are you going to actually find a better, genuine connection, or are you going to, not find that and be thinking about your original connection the whole time? It's
these men were very
telling.
Lustful.
Lots of these men were very lustful to an extent that I like hadn't seen before, but
it was disturbing.
Casey just flipped a switch. He found new women right away, was exploring whatever, which is like, yeah, sure, you're supposed to do that on Love Island, but at the same time, there's a way to go about it respectfully when you do have a connection. But the thing is, like, he was disrespecting Anaya, talking down on her, like saying all this crazy stuff.
That's the whole problem.
And that's the problem.
Oh my gosh, flash forward, everyone's like, Anaya was looking at new connections too. Yes, but
she wasn't disrespectful.
She wasn't being disrespectful. They are allowed. They are not boyfriend and girlfriend. If they want to go and kiss other people, explore their connections, whatever, I guess. But he was calling Anaya a grandma, also getting upset. He was like, the Costa girls are way better than the girls in the villa. The girls in the villa were giving us nothing. Talking about how the Costa girls are very touchy, feely, want to kiss, are more sexual than the girls in the villa. And that rubbed me the wrong, like, okay, so you're saying these girls are better because they're more sexual, therefore they can please you more. And
yeah. And I'm so interested to see what happens now that they're all back in the villa. So what happens after Casa Amor is, like, you either choose a new connection or you choose to stay loyal to, like, your previous one. And if you both choose each other, then you stay together. But sometimes someone's left in the dust and someone brings a new connection in and the other one chooses their original one, and it's like a really sad moment. And that's what happened with Casey and Anaya. Casey brought back a new person. Anaya chose to stay loyal to Casey, and then shit hit the fan. What I noticed with all of the men in the villa just over time is that men just like what's shiny and new.
They do, and it's
like a weird psychological thing.
And okay, this is no shame to the women. Like, it's all of these beautiful, hot women wearing, like, thongs and bras, shaking their asses in their face. Hey, so fine. I love a hot lady shaking her ass in a thong. But it's like, these men value that over the connections, like, immediately.
And that's, like, the immediate... I guess, okay, this is what I was getting at. I'm interested to see what happens now that they're all back in the villa. Mm-hmm. And maybe the novelty of what he found wears off. Like, is he gonna have regrets, you know? Because I feel like men are so impulsive with their lust sometimes. I don't know. It's freaking weird. But he was not the only one.
Sincere. This guy's name is Sincere, but he is insincere. He is so insincere. Oh my god. He's
actually the definition of insincere.
Yes,
because he kept lying.
He has been lying the entire season, but kind of to a crazy extent where on the most recent episode, oh my gosh, the most recent episode is movie night, where all of the Islanders sit and watch different clips of things that have been happening throughout the villa.
Behind their backs.
Their backs. So they get to see things people have said about them behind their backs, and times when maybe someone lied and said they weren't flirting with someone when they actually were, whatever. And Sincere had been lying to Melanie, one of the girls. They've had a connection since the beginning, and he will tell her to her face, I'm not exploring anyone else, I'm only exploring you. 5 minutes later, we'll go talk to the new connection and be like, this
is what I want.
This is what I want. Like, oh my god. And it happened so many times that even all of the men watching it
were like, this is bad.
I saw this meme that was like, you know, when Corbin and KC are like, oh, this is bad, then you know it's really bad. Corbin is another one of the guys who's very lustful. Side note, going back a little, it's the fact that these men threw the other girls out the window so quickly before they had even talked to the new girls.
Yeah.
It was, all they could see were butt and boobs, and Corbin literally goes, yeah, Kinsey's going right out the window.
I thought that was crazy.
After he told her he was getting feelings for her, he sees a girl shaking ass, and he's like, yeah, Kinsey's out the window.
I just want to know psychologically, like, what that is. Is there, like, truly a psychological difference between men and women in that aspect? Because I don't get that.
Know.
I mean, and everyone's different with how they gauge attraction or whatever, but this is what I thought was crazy. So in the villa, all the girls during the Casa Amor experience were pretty much super respectful to their original connections, and you know, didn't really kiss people, or like they would have conversations and explore and get to know these guys, but like took things very slow, didn't want to just like throw away everything they built over the past 3 weeks with someone else, whatever. But the men did the opposite, and they all kept saying like, I just had to see if there was connection there. I just had to feel, you know, the reason I kissed her was because I just needed to see if there was a connection. I had to feel it out. What I don't understand, because the way I personally experience connection is like, I know whether or not I want to kiss someone.
Yeah.
And that tells me whether or not I like them and I'm attracted to them and want to keep getting to know them and want to pursue something. But these men, it's like the opposite way around. It's like, I have to kiss them to see if there's attraction there or connection there. And it's like, don't you know that from your emotions? Like,
right.
That's what I don't get.
Okay, if you are attracted to someone and feeling like you want to kiss them, maybe the kiss can make or break. Maybe you kiss them and you're like, that was actually the most disgusting, worst kiss I've had in my life. Never mind.
Yeah.
Or you kiss them and you're like, sparks flew. But yeah, it's like, don't know?
But none of them had a deep enough of an emotional connection to like have that spark the kiss. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was all just like immediate, physical, shallow attraction. Oh, I better kiss her to see if there's chemistry there. But it's like, why don't you see if there's like emotional chemistry, and then you'll know whether or not you want to kiss them. And then if you really do like that person, you do feel that way, then go ahead and explore. But like, I feel like they just jumped right into just seeing if there was, I don't know, connection there. But it's like, how do you...
Dude, Corbin wanted a kiss from everyone. Remember when he'd be like, can I get a kiss?
Ew.
He kept wanting to kiss everyone, which, like, fine, you're allowed to want to kiss everyone, but it's like, you don't really know these people.
Yeah. So, what do you think it is about people like Sincere who like are so back and forth? It was almost like a people pleaser tendency of his. Like he seemed
kind of people pleaser. Yeah.
Like he did not know what he wanted. Therefore, when he had someone in front of him being like, "Hey, what's going on? What's happening?" all he could do was like reassure them to avoid conflict.
Yeah, which is biting him in the fucking ass.
And now it is, yeah. And he did it with another girl too.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 different girls. One of them was like the strongest connection he had the whole time. She really liked him. She made it clear, and like he kind of like kept trying to prove his loyalty to her, but then would go behind her back and like he told this other girl that if they had more time together that she would have been the one. And it's like, why are you saying that?
Why do you need to say that?
Right.
Like, also, you're on live television. Do you
like,
not know that
that's
people are going to see it?
You're good. One, you know what Love Island is and how they do a movie night every season, and clips of you are going to be played in front of the girl that you're dating. But then also, you're on TV, so even when you get out of the villa, everyone's going to see it. Like,
okay, I'm going to say something, and I might take it back immediately after I say it. I think Sincere might be self-aware because did you hear either last episode or a couple episodes ago he said something about like he's kind of been coming clean a bit. A few episodes ago he mentioned people are calling me two-faced and I don't know why. I mean, I don't lie, but I also don't tell the whole truth. Like, he literally said that, and it's like, okay, well, the fact that you're not telling the whole truth is why. But I think last episode we watched, he mentioned something about needing to work on himself. Do you remember that? He said
he's admitted that he was all over the place.
He's like, I've been all over the place. I've been lying. I don't know. I feel like I need to work on myself. So maybe he is realizing it. I'm not justifying his actions. I think he is horrible, but I'm like, why did he do that? Maybe it's people pleasery. Do you think it's also a bit of him having his cake and wanting to eat it too?
Yeah. I think
having multiple beautiful women.
Yeah, for sure.
Guess what? Now you have none, boo. That's what happens.
So where we are right now, if you are keeping up with Love Island, we just watched the first movie night episode and then it got cut like short in the middle of movie night, so we don't know what's gonna happen. They haven't showed everything yet, and it's so sad too because I don't know, these women, like Melanie keeps giving him a chance too. And here's the thing, we've all experienced this, like seeing the potential in someone so much that
it's so hard.
You're just like clinging to that, but you're not paying attention to like the things they're actually showing you in reality, and you're just clinging to the potential. So you stay and you want to make it work, and you think maybe this time like it'll finally get through to them, but then it like doesn't.
Also, oh my gosh, I saw this TikTok where someone was talking about Corbin. Okay, Corbin is another character. People keep calling him ChatGPT because he literally talks like this.
Corbin GPT.
Like, he does not have much of a personality.
One of the first days asked him like if he wants kids, and he was like yes, and she was like, how many do you want? He was like 3 people.
He said 3 people?
He said 3
I don't
people.
Even remember that. 3 people? Wait, what? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was coupled up with Kinsey. He told Kinsey he was getting feelings for her. Then he goes to Casa Amor, immediately sees titties and ass, and literally says out loud, okay, Kinsey's thrown out the window, and decides that he wants one of the new girls just immediately without talking to any of them. And when he comes back to the villa, Kinsey had seen a video of him saying that he was throwing her out the window. So she was upset about that. And he cannot wrap his head around the fact that that's why she's upset. He's like, you found another connection here too, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm upset about what you said.
Same with KC.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm doing what's best for me. It's like, it's not the fact that you explored other connections. It's the way you go about it, you know? There's a way to be respectful about it. There's a way to not put other women down when you're, you know, to raise another woman up or whatever. Like, you don't need to be doing that.
He called Anaya a grandma.
Yeah, and just also, they all talked about the girls in general, too. So they were like, the Villa girls or these Casa girls are so much better than the Villa girls. What did Corbin say? He was like, this was weird. He was like, the Villa girls are like high school girls and the Casa girls are like college girls. It was so stupid. I was like, what
weird.
do you mean?
Weird.
So weird. So weird. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And then Casey also saw a video of Anaya kissing Carl, one of the new guys. We love Carl. And he says, she never put her leg on me like that. Like, mad that she seemed to be a little more sexual with Carl than him. It's like, why is this all so lustful? And then he called Anaya a grandma, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you just calling her a grandma because she didn't want to fuck you immediately? Like, I'm just so... Yeah, and then they're just not understanding. This is one of my biggest pet peeves literally in the entire world, when people are not understanding the point. Casey and Corbin are doing the same thing where they're not knowing how to apologize properly and not able to understand how their actions have affected people. So Kinsey gets mad at Corbin. She's like, you said Kinsey's thrown out the window. Like, that's hurtful. He doesn't understand that. A few days later, he pulls Kinsey to the side and apologizes to her. He's like, I'm sorry for what I said. And she's like, I don't forgive you. That was really hurtful, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, but like, what did I even say? Like, I don't even remember. And I saw this TikTok. This girl was like, what do you mean? Like, the thing that you just apologized for. Like,
right.
do you not even know what you're apologizing for? Are you just saying that? Because then she's like, that's hurtful. I don't forgive you. And he's like, but what did I even do? And she's like, what do you mean? You just that is the least sincere, LOL, apology ever. If you're apologizing and genuinely not even knowing what it's for, and she just doesn't get it. He's like, I just don't, like, I found a new connection. And Kinsey's like, oh my God, these men are just frustrating me. It's not about you finding new girls. It's about talking shit about the other girls, being lustful,
not being respectful,
being so disrespectful, and then not
caring like about their feelings.
I think that's the most evil thing about Casey.
Yeah.
Anaya is standing up there. She chose to be single. She did not bring Carl, who we all love, back to the villa. She's chose to be single, and then Casey brought I'm TT back. And Anaya's up there crying. It doesn't matter if she explored other people or not. She chose you. She decided, okay, you know, I explored Carl, but I'm going to stay true to Casey. She didn't do anything wrong by doing that. Casey comes in and Anaya's crying because that fucking sucks. And he does not understand. He's just like, what? Like, she explored.
Defensive.
She explored too. Like, I can't help. Like, TT was a better connection. I have to put myself first, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. We know you're putting yourself first. That's the point of Love Island. There's just so many other ways. Like, you can be like, I'm so sorry, Anaya. I did not mean to hurt you. I genuinely felt like I had a better connection with her, but I respect you and appreciate everything we had. Like, that is all you had to say, and then it could have been moved on. But instead, he's like, you didn't choose me on the first night. Like, you didn't choose me. Okay, so we're going back to the first night when you didn't even know each other?
Was based off of looks, and then they were coupled up by default, I think. And then from there on out, she chose him and was very, like, committed to pursuing him. So I don't know why. He just got so defensive for no reason. And I think...
He continued to stay defensive.
You know, the way you react to a situation like that, like when you hurt someone or like when there's a misunderstanding or just any conflict, like the way you react and are able or not able to take accountability just speaks so much to character. And he and Corbin were not able to take accountability. I think Sincere is a little bit better about taking accountability, but he kind of just like says the words, I don't know if he really means them, because he knows what to say, but then he's going, you know, back and forth saying different things to different women. So he's like smooth with his words more so, but doesn't mean it. So it's like that invalidates it. This brings me to the question of just like why are so many men like this? And I don't want to sound like I'm generalizing, because I'm not. It's like I know that there are men literally on the show who are like amazing and like mature, and that I love them, and this episode's not about them because we wouldn't have much to say.
Like nothing to say
But,
about
like,
Bryce.
Why are so many men like this? Because it's not just like all of the problems and the hurt feelings, it's all caused by the men. I'm like, why is it never the other way around? I mean, occasionally with Kenzie, but it's usually that way. So I just don't understand why that is.
Sincere could have caused so much less hurt if he would have just been upfront and honest and said, hey Melanie, I'm also exploring my connection with Soul. Hey Soul, I'm also exploring my connection with Melanie. I mean, that would still suck and be hurtful. You don't want to see someone that you really like talking to another girl, but it is Love Island at the end of the day. That's what you got to do. But the fact that he was lying and saying, like, no, you're the only one for me, and then going to another person and saying, you're the only one for me.
Why say that if it's not true? When you're literally on a show where the point is to explore connections. So like,
right?
It's like a scenario where that wouldn't really fly in real life. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't really be open with someone you're newly dating about what else you're exploring. But like, okay, you're on a show where the point is literally to do that. There's no reason to deceive or say you're doing otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, it just never ends well. Like, I think he was just trying to cover his tracks the whole time, and it just caught up to him. Like, it never worked.
How can it not catch up to you when it's on live television?
What's interesting, like during movie night when Melanie was like seeing everything for the first time, it put things into perspective for me, because like as audience members, obviously we're watching from all different angles. We see everything that's happening, but like the people in there don't.
Oof.
Like, and that's kind of crazy. Like, they don't know, like Melanie doesn't know the conversations Sincere is having behind closed doors or when she's not there. Like, I just wonder what her perspective or her like point of view of the situation was before it got kind of like crushed by the reality that she was shown.
Yeah.
Like, it's so interesting. And then it makes you think about your own life.
I know.
You're like, what am I not being
shown? Scare me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
Oh my gosh.
I literally wrote in my journal this morning, I was like, I'm so loving Love Island, and it's making me so happy that I don't have a man in my life disrupting my peace.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I cannot be dealing with that.
No. No. It's in that kind of way too. Like, where you don't know if a guy likes you or if they're talking to someone else.
No,
or
I'm not doing
being
that anymore.
Lustful. Like, absolutely fucking not.
No,
No,
I'm not
that
doing
is
it
not
anymore.
worth it.
Nothing's worth it to me unless like I feel good in the connection. You know what I mean? Like, I've had my moments of that. And I'm not, no.
You want to know they only have eyes for you.
Yeah, or just like being respectful and like not just like things feeling good. Like, it should just feel good, and I feel like you should just know when someone likes you, you know?
Especially in that phase. That's the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
And,
oh my gosh, I cannot with Casey and Corbin. They egg each other on too. Just the way they talk about women is so disgusting.
Wait, do we want to talk about Zach? Because I feel like Zach was like I liked him for a long time.
Same.
He was like a hidden
gem.
Well, I was gonna say like the opposite.
Oh, hidden.
Just as bad as the others, but like less loud about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you think he's as bad as Casey and Corbin?
I don't actually think he's as bad, but like I think that he has tendencies that started to come out that I did not like.
One big thing, he and Kata, so Kata and Zach are together, they're a couple right now. They are like hooking up at night, and he says, I love you.
Oh my god, wait, this was crazy, and I feel like people aren't talking about this enough.
He said I
love you twice.
And what did she respond? I think
she said,
just
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like
she
in
said,
a joking
shut the
way.
fuck up.
And then
And then he said he was joking.
The next day,
he was like, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Because he was also like kissing this girl in casa more and blah, blah, blah. And she was, hurt by that. She just was very respectful through the whole process. And they were talking about that again. And he was like, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet. And she's like, yeah, you better throw that yet in there. And he was like, I don't know. He was teasing her. And she was like, I don't know, because I feel like I remember hearing you say something last night. And he was like, oh, it was a joke. It was a joke.
Like, since when did we start saying I love you as a joke?
Then Zach doubled down about saying it was a joke in his confessional, too. He was like, yeah, it was just a joke. Like, what do you mean? Now we're joking about saying I love you? That's so weird.
Crazy. You know who we haven't talked about who pisses me off?
Who?
Guess.
Oh, Gall.
Fucking...
That was crazy.
The gall. You said that yesterday. The gall this man has. No, but his name is actually Gall.
Do you know what that is?
Yes. Little Women. The nerve, the gall. He has the nerve and the gall.
That... One of the craziest conversations I've ever witnessed.
He fully gaslit Jen. Okay, so Gall was in a couple with Jen. Well, I guess they... Well, actually, when this episode comes out, I don't know. Gal. Gall and Jen are in a couple. He is not into Jen. Jen is into him. She fully is like, yeah, we're not closed off. You explore whoever you want to explore. Like, I personally like more physical touch. And he is like, I don't like physical touch. I don't like PDA, whatever. And she's like, okay, like, that's fine. Like, maybe there's a way we can meet in the middle. Whatever. She has such a good head on her shoulders. She's so mature. He is like, okay, like, we'll make this work. And suddenly is like kissing all up on her, giving her false hope. Then we see a clip, like, probably a couple hours later of the guys being like, so how are you feeling about Jen? And he's like, I'm not into it anymore. Just like suddenly
180.
Complete 180. So he brings Jen for a chat. And this man gaslights the shit out of her.
He says, I feel weird because, I want to be open to exploring. And I feel like none of the women want to talk to me because, like, I'm Jen's guy. Like, they think I'm Jen's guy. And she was like, yeah, but I've been telling you to explore. Like, please do. And he was like, yeah, but, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like people think that they would be stepping on your toes, whatever. And she was like, well, that's just kind of, like, I would feel the same way if I went and pulled any of the guys for a chat. Like, we're a little deeper into the process. People are a little more in their connections. But, like, that's the experience here. She was like validating his feelings.
That's what she was doing. And she was trying to validate.
He goes, okay, well, I feel like you're being aggressive because I'm telling you how I feel and you're just saying that, like, well, that's everybody's experience, and like pushing my feelings to the side, and like you're being aggressive. And she was being the most chill,
nice. And he was creating a problem out of nowhere, I think, just as an excuse to make it seem like she did something wrong. So he's just like, yeah, like, with the way this conversation's going, I just don't think this is gonna work. And she's like,
okay.
Oh, okay. Like, she's literally so chill about it, too. She's just like, okay. Like, and he's like, I just think, oh my God, this part made me laugh. When he was like, this just isn't gonna work. She's like, okay. And he's like, well, I guess now, like, I'll have to just explore other options. And she's like,
I think you should.
I think you should.
Then later, he goes and tells the guys about their conversation, and he was like, yeah, she didn't take it well.
Like, what? She literally was like, okay.
So, like, he wasn't into it. He wanted to end the connection, but he couldn't just say, hey, I'm not feeling this. He had to, like, make her seem like, or feel like she did something wrong to give him an excuse to end things with her. It was so weird. And it all happened within, I mean, the way they edited it all happened within, like, a minute. So it was just like, whoa, what just happened?
Like,
and then Jen was just like, what just happened? I'm so confused.
Like, the fact that he was like, she didn't take it well. I was like, she literally could not have taken it any better. Like, oh my God, he's one of the ones, he's not as shown on camera. I feel like he's not like Corbin and Casey who are getting all the spotlight,
because he was like a Casa Amor guy, so like he's only been here like a few days.
Yeah,
But
but that just
ew,
him
yeah.
blaming Jen when Jen has done absolutely nothing but be supportive and be so open and be like, yeah, like I think you should explore whatever girls you want to explore. And he's like, you're being aggressive.
Yeah, for whatever reason, he didn't want to just be like, hey, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ew. Oh my gosh. These fucking men are pissing me off.
It's crazy.
They're cowards. They're gaslighters. They're liars. Yeah, these men are... Yeah, they're really bad on this season. It's really bad. Like, it's really bad.
And I think because...
It's disgusting.
Like, they're all egging each other on in a way. Yeah.
But it's on live television, boo. You can't, like, egg each other on and then expect it to be... You can't have boys' locker room talk on Love Island.
It's going to come out.
Anyways, but...
That's what I don't understand. It's like, these people say and do things that, like, I would think you wouldn't want people seeing. I saw this TikTok and it was like someone talking about Love Island, and then one of the comments was like, my roommate literally doesn't watch the show, but she was like in the room when we were watching it, and she was talking about Sincere. She was like, does he know that he's on TV?
No,
do these people know they're on TV?
Dead ass. They're acting like they're not on TV. And the way Casey was watching his clips on movie night, and all the guys were so nervous for it too. I'm like,
yeah,
why are you nervous? You had the choice.
I mean, they should be nervous, but then it's like, yeah, why are you?
Why didn't you just act respectfully? Why weren't you just respectful? And oh my gosh, it's just to an extreme this season. It's really bad.
And I'm so curious to see what happens next.
I know. So where we're at now, we watched Movie Night Part 1. Movie Night Part 2 comes out tomorrow for us. By the time this sode comes out, it'll be out for like a week. So much more will have happened.
Yeah, and I'm very curious.
But like...
they haven't like dumped someone in a while. I feel like... Yeah. Well, I guess like the cost of people. But like... I feel like in the past they've done more like... dumpings and stuff.
It's been a while. Out of my villa. Also get Casey, Corbin, just like, oh my gosh. Also TT and Parmesan.
Yes. Okay. And this is the first season I've seen girls come in and be super nasty about the other girls and unsupportive of the other girls. I feel like one of my favorite things about Love Island is every season, like all of the people get so close as friends, and especially the girls, like they build such a bond, and there's never been like drama like that, like cattiness with the girls, really. I mean, I'm sure there've been like one-off things or whatever, but yeah, before the Casa girls even came in and met the Villa girls, they were shown making fun of them, which I hope they showed that at movie night.
Same.
And then
the guys can see how bad it really is.
When they came back to the villa, the girls were like defending the men when it really had nothing to do with them. Like the original girls weren't coming for the new girls. It was more about the men and their actions. But then like the other girls, I don't know, they were defending the men, and it was just weird, and like laughing at the girls' pain, and it was just kind of evil, in my opinion.
It was really mean. Also, one thing that Parmesan said, her name is actually Parmita, but so Parmita comes back with Corbin. She's the one who Corbin sees her ass and titties, and he's like, Kinsey's out the window now.
The robot.
They're both robots. This is their conversation. I saw you, and I knew you had to talk, and I knew I had to talk to you. You're perfect. I'm perfect. You're hot. I'm hot.
This is not an exaggeration.
No, like he actually said those things.
And she's like, oh my God, she's like we're the same person.
And your voice is so deep.
The fact that your voice is so deep.
And then later on, he mentioned something about how it's a real connection, how it's not shallow. And I'm like, how is, I mean, maybe there's stuff that the producers aren't showing us, but
maybe,
like,
I'm sure there is.
How is... Like, okay, sure, your connection isn't shallow, but the reason you needed to talk to her is because you are perfect and she is perfect. The only thing they've
talked about is like their physical attraction to each other and themselves and how hot they are. So
yeah, crazy. But when she comes back into the villa with Corbin, Kinsey goes off on Corbin because she's like, you said this about me, like you said I'm out the window, whatever is calling Corbin out on being a gross boy. Parmesan defends him, and she's like, he's just a guy. He was with his guys, and he was thinking with his dick. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
And then Kata was like, you want that? Like, you want to be with that?
I'm like,
I don't get how you defend that.
This is what is wrong with the world. We do not need women defending men for quote unquote thinking with their dicks. That's the whole problem. Stop thinking with your dick. Figure it out. Not all men do that. So, like, I don't know if it's just the way some men are raised. I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but, like, that's gross, and don't do that. I would not be with someone who was like that. So, like, and defending him, like...
Yeah, that I don't get. It's like, I don't know. Some of these girls aren't girls.
No, not at all. Like, I think that's disgusting. That's just feeding into the patriarchy. A woman defending a man and saying, like, he was just thinking with his dick. Like, hell, are you okay? A woman saying that about the man? Yeah, sure. Like, let it boost your ego because you were the woman that he was thinking with his dick about. But what happens when he sees the next new shiny thing?
Right. What happens when it's you that he does that to, you know?
And
that
maybe
he disrespects.
He won't, but like it's just so...
The thing with these men and these types of men is it's always a pattern.
Yeah.
It is always a pattern because clearly they have like these amazing women in front of them and they're behaving this way. They've done it in the past and they're going to do it again because there's a lack of maturity, accountability, and if you don't learn how to take accountability and work on yourself, then like that's never going to get better. It's a pattern that's going to repeat no matter who you are with. So,
a lot of straight men are actually like this too.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I kind of forget that sometimes because I feel like our community is like the theater arts community. I mean, of course, some straight musical theater men suck too.
We hear so many stories about like this of women in our lives who've like experienced men like this. It's unfortunately so not uncommon.
Yeah. You know who was a guy like this? Well, one, I feel like I've not been with so many guys like this too, like Eric. Oh my god, do you remember? You know?
Oh yeah.
Wait, okay, go back and listen to this episode, y'all.
I totally was like, who the hell is Eric?
Yeah,
but
he's Eric from now on.
Yeah, he was kind of bad, but you weren't like dating him.
Yeah, so I guess it's different. Like, I wasn't sad over him. I went into it knowing like this is purely for fun and enjoyment. This man will not be my boyfriend. But he was like that. I guess my guy that I was seeing off and on for like 10 years is kind of like these guys too. I remember another one of my guy friends telling me, even just like a year ago, he was like, Noelle, like if you could hear the way that he would talk about women with his guy friends, like you would be... Even just hearing that, I'm like, I don't want...
I wonder what he would say.
Just like... he's just like a very sexual guy, which there's nothing... Hey, I'm a sexual lady.
You can be sexual and respectful at the same time.
Exactly. And he, I think would just like talk about women's bodies a lot. He's a bit of a player. I mean, he would only talk to me when he wanted something sexual. Even if that's not really how he felt and he did genuinely care about me, like, he would only reach out to me when sexual stuff was on his mind. So, like he reminds me of Corbin and Casey and these guys in this way, too, where, like, yeah, he can be like, no, like, I do actually have feelings for you. Like, I'm just blah, 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 blah. Okay, but actions speak louder than words. And if you're going to tell me this, but then only text me when you're horny, like, that tells me a completely different story.
Yeah.
So, God, like, men are so gross. I'm so grateful that my dad is so amazing and respectful, and like I don't take that for granted now that we're older and we are women and see men acting disgusting and weird. Like, it's just way more common for men to be gross than not, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the TikTok I sent you the other day.
What was it?
This girl, I think, okay, it was like a thing. She was like, I've been single for 3 years. Oh, no, wait. That was a different one.
Oh my God, was it the Hinge or the voice memo?
So she was just like, this is why I'm single. And it was this voice memo she got from a guy who I think she had like just started seeing or dating.
Should we play it?
Yeah, low-key, because it's crazy.
You
and it's
texted
so
it to
much
me, right?
longer than it needed to be.
Okay, so she says, I've been single for 3 now. Hello? She says, I've been single for 3 years now. This is my why. And it's this guy she went on one date with, sends her this voice memo.
I figured I'd send you a voice note because it's like easier than like texting all this. But anyway, had a good time tonight. Definitely think you are lovely. However, I would love to, if we're gonna go to your place on Thursday, I mean, I am looking to have that physical intimacy to see if like I am sexually compatible with you. So like if I'm gonna come over, like I would be hoping to like hook up, have sex, have a good time, have like that romantic spark and that physical spark there for my own sake.
For my own sake.
It's hard for me to continue dating someone and seeing them if I don't know if I'm sexually compatible. So I know you said I don't know about that. So like I guess my thing is like what would be the point of me coming over then if we're not gonna
Why is it so long?
cuddle and like be intimate with each other? And if that's what you don't want, that's fine, but like I think we should just like end it here then, respectfully, just because first date, that's fine, like you want to get to know each other, I'm all about that, but like I am looking to have that physical aspect there, and I don't want to continue seeing someone if I don't know if that's not there or not. So up to you, let me know. I'm happy to if you do want me to come over, I'm happy to do so. Would love to have a good time, and you know, we can have some wine, hang out, and
I am
chill. But
disgusted.
if you're not trying to hook up, then like I think we should just go our separate ways. Let me know.
It's like a business call. I cannot believe that.
Some of the funny comments. Someone said, I'm drier than a Popeye's biscuit. Someone said, why is he trying to close her like he's a salesman?
No, exactly.
Someone said he's talking longer than he would last. Someone said this is what I imagined the whole time. It's just like some guy.
The TikTok comments on TikTok make the TikToks 10 times funnier.
He thought he cooked by calling it intimacy. Second date ultimatum is wild. Someone said, how can I block him? What would be the point of me coming over?
Someone said the team's meeting corporate voice is crazy.
Oh my, literally. He threw cuddle in there just for you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
It's going for so long. Also, like, he could just say, like, obviously he's just looking for hookup. He's trying to cover it up by being like, yeah, like, in order for me to see if there's a spark here, like, I need to have sex. Okay, first of all, like, maybe that's valid if you guys have been dating for a while.
Yeah, but also, you don't say it like that.
No, like, you don't say it like that. And also, like, obviously this man is just wanting to fuck. So he could have condensed that. He could have sent a text and been like, hey, I'm honestly not really looking for anything serious right now. Like,
ew.
Yeah, I'm like so disgusted by everyone. Everyone is giving me the ick. I can't.
I don't know what happened to romance.
I don't know either. I like really don't.
It's just the internet, y'all. It's the internet and dating apps, and
dating apps are.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. How are you feeling about like dating? How does it feel to be single in this world, in this day and age?
I'm just not thinking about it. Like, it's not going to be a priority for me, because if that's what I'm going to have to deal with, why do I want to invite that into my,
No, yeah, literally.
It's like, I don't know. My standards just keep raising and raising. And so it's kind of just like it's peaceful. And it's a lot of like faith and hope that like I will find the right person.
I mean, you will.
But like, it's just not something I'm it's not top of mind, I guess.
Yeah. That's a good place to be.
Yeah, I'm really not seeking it out.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, that's very fair, and I think that's honestly a good mindset to have.
yeah. And honestly,
It's
like,
not
I
worth
feel like
it.
I've had that mindset for a while too.
I remember thinking, like, last March, literally just, like, I do not see a world in which I'll meet anyone or even have a boyfriend anytime soon. But I wasn't upset about it at all. I was just kind of
Right.
like, and it's just so weird how that changed.
Yeah.
This is not me being like, it happens when you least expect it. I'm just more reflecting. Like, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I really felt the same way. And I was also at peace with it. I was kind of like, I don't really want a man fucking up my peace right now. And you know what? They won't fuck up your peace because you'll either be single and at peace
Exactly.
or with someone who is just bringing joy into your life.
Yeah. I think I've like learned a lot over the years, and I'm just not going to let it, like, I'm not going to look at the potential. I'm not going to let things get to a point where it can fuck up my peace, like you were saying. Like, it's either I like this person and they treat me well and it whatever, or
Yeah.
it's like I like this person and then they did something weird and like we're going to end it there, you know?
Yeah.
Not saying that you, like, everyone needs to be perfect and you like can't give someone like second chances or whatever, but like I don't know, when someone like tells you what they want or who they are, like, you should just believe them.
Yes. Always believe. And oh my gosh, we've said this on the pod before, but if someone ever says they're not ready for a relationship, do not try to change that, please. For the love of God. Don't just, and be honest with yourself too. If you're someone who's like, but you know what, I don't want a relationship either, and I really don't, and I just want a fun time, great. But if you're just like pretending like you don't, but you actually do, stop. You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
Not
for
worth
sure,
it.
for sure. And I've never been one to like be able to emotionally like disconnect. I don't know
Yeah.
how people do that, or like how people do have feelings but then like don't want anything. Like, I just don't. I don't know.
This world we live in is weird. People used to just like meet someone in their early 20s and then
they
get
like
married.
them, and yeah, that's what I was thinking about when I was saying like
forever.
it's kind of sad now. Like, it's so. A lot of people are more like focused on career and themselves maybe than like building a family, or at least like
Yeah.
the age that people are starting to think about those things is like increasing in at least like, I don't know, in some places. But with the amount of that we're exposed to online and like the perceived endless options of people, because you're right, like, it used to be like you
crazy.
just meet someone. We didn't have phones and social media like in the way we do, and it was almost like you would feel lucky to meet someone that you liked, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just such an abundance, or like an easier way to connect with more people nowadays that
It's oversaturated.
yeah.
Oh, it's weird being 28 and being at an age where I know so many people who are getting engaged and married now. And I am not single, and I have a boyfriend who I love very much, but I am so not near that at all. Where I think there are some people who are our age who, I remember we had a friend who was like, I need to be engaged by the time I'm 30. And
Yeah.
I am so not close to being ready to getting married anytime soon.
Yeah.
Like, I still feel like a child in a
I
lot
know.
of ways. Like, I think the artist pathway is just different from other people's too, maybe. Like,
yeah. Well,
I got a lot of career shit I need to do.
I think it's a personality thing too, because I don't know. I've always gone with how I feel. Like, I could never put a timeline, like, pressure on myself like that, because it's like, I don't know. In my head, it's going about it backwards, because it's like, okay, I need to be married by 30, so therefore I need to find the person. But it's more like, no, I want to find the person that makes me want to get married.
Exactly.
And same with like having kids. Like, I know that I want that, but like, I'm not worried about that, and I don't feel ready for that whatsoever. But it's like, I know that I will know when I feel ready. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
and it is a little scary. It is a little scary being like, okay, yeah, there are these things that I want for my future, and getting older and like still not feeling anywhere near that. But it's like the other option is forcing it,
That
or
is
ending up in the
so much
wrong
worse.
situation,
Yeah,
because
no.
you just need to be married by 30, so you're marrying someone that's maybe not right for you.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. Like, absolutely not.
So, and I think there's nothing wrong with wanting what you want, but I feel like you should want it because you want that person, or that's one of your goals in life. But I don't think we should because you can't force finding the right person.
No.
And making it happen at a certain time. Like, you can't rush that.
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen when it happens, you know?
Also, we're both like independent women baddies, and like of course I love chivalry. Rodney knows this. Like, I love being taken out on dates. I like when he pays for things on like low-key, like I think it's hot. I love my passion projects. I love doing this podcast. I love, like, I want to make a living for myself, and I want to be able to do that before I can even think about taking, like, those steps. Like, that's just, like, oh my God, that feels so far away. I'm, like, I'm still in credit card debt. I'm, like, like, obviously I have the best roommate in the world, but I'm, like, we're, like, in our late 20s, like, living with my best friend. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not, like, living by myself, like, making steady income. Like, I need to be making money for myself, stable, before I can even think about that. And I just think it's so crazy that I have so many friends who are at that point. And, like, getting there nowadays. It's just weird. Being in your late 20s is weird.
It is so weird, because people are at all different stages. People that you're close to, and then people from high school are having babies. And I was gonna say, but I probably won't keep this in, but my 10-year high school reunion was planned.
Wait, are you going?
I don't think so.
When is it?
September 10th. I think I'm actually going home it's September 5th. I'm going home the week after. But, like, I don't want to go.
Wait, I'm supposed to have one too. I kind of don't want to go to mine either. Like, I'm kind of, I don't know.
Okay, I really don't have any desire, but yeah, so it is weird. I also think it's weird, something just randomly that's been feeling weird lately is just realizing that there are people that are, like, younger than you.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I know that, but, like, there are people who are, like, 25, 24, 23, 22. Like, that just feels so different than, like, I always felt like I was that young person,
right.
And now it's like I feel like I've entered a new stage of life, and I like it, and I would not go back. But it's just weird to, like, realize that people are younger, and people who are younger than you are, like, doing things that you feel like maybe you should be doing.
Yeah. I feel old in some ways and then young in other ways. I feel young in the sense that I'm, like, living with my best friend, working this artist grind life, like, watching Love Island every day. But then old, where I'm like, I do not have the energy to go out and be as social as I used to. I don't like drinking like I used to. My priorities are kind of in other places. I'm really trying to be more focused nowadays. Like, and then I see young people too, and I'm like, whoa, I feel like I am older.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. It is.
And Love Island got us on all of this.
Anyway. All right, guys. So the take home is the men on Love Island are scary.
Yeah, that's pretty much the take home.
That's the main take home. And the male loneliness epidemic.
Crazy. Yeah. And then you see Sincere, and you're like, this is why. You wanted to have 3 women, so now you have 0.
Maybe. I'm like, what's going to happen?
By the time this episode comes out, we will
know.
know. I really am hoping that Melanie parts ways with Sincere. Melanie is beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
She's a baddie. She's a good friend. Please, Melanie, you deserve so much better. She deserved that other guy who came in and made her breakfast on the terrace. Remember?
Oh my god, yeah. His name was Corbin too, wasn't it?
Wait, was it? Maybe.
I think so.
Okay, well, that's what
something with the C. Corey.
Bring back Corey. He's not coming back.
If you don't watch Love Island and you were a little lost, I'm sorry, but I hope it like made more sense as a whole.
We tried to do some explaining.
Anyway, follow us. Follow us at Take It Home Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Please subscribe on YouTube if you're watching this there or wherever you're listening to this. We come out with a new episode every Thursday. If you want to share this episode with someone you think you would like it, please do so. And yeah, we'll see you next Thursday. And by the way, we're getting very close to our 1-year anniversary.
Oh my gosh, yes we are.
So
also, don't forget you can use code HOME10 on the Curious Elixirs website to get $10 off of a purchase of $50 or more on mocktails and non-alcoholic wines and such.
Yay! Yay! All right.
Loving
we love y'all.
Bye. Bye.